Hi folks, in this video I wanted to give you a brief tour of some key aspects of the Blackboard course and then also speak briefly about the pre-work that ideally you should complete before the course starts. To begin, if you haven't already, please do review this short syllabus review video and then be sure to complete this syllabus quiz. You may complete it as many times as you need to in order to earn 100% on the quiz, and you need to reach that point because you cannot access the learning materials where everything is housed until you do get that 100%. Also, this course overview video will make a lot more sense if you can access those learning materials. So if you haven't successfully completed the syllabus quiz, pause this and go ahead and do that. All right, the other thing that you should be doing besides reviewing these videos during the pre-work phase is to introduce yourself. In order to do that, you'll click right here, and this will take you to the group page. So on this page, you can see that each group is listed. All of the members are here. So you'll find your appropriate group and then click on the introductions page. When you do so, that will take you to your group's introductions, and you can see on each group I've introduced myself. To create your own intro, you'll click on this area right here, and you'll title it with your name, and then introduce yourself, and at the end, click here so that you can add a picture. I have included my picture right here, and ideally we'd love to see your face, but if you don't feel comfortable providing a picture of yourself, then include something that you think represents you. And if you feel up to it, I encourage you to comment on other people's introductions. I will certainly be commenting on yours. All right, so getting back to the Getting Started page, I will draw your attention to the fact that I do have some how-to videos in here, namely how to access the discussion boards, how to use that, and how to use the journal feature in the course. I also have some links to other resources that I think are important for being successful in the course. All right, then going to the learning materials section, I want to just explain to you how I have things organized. So when you first access it, you will see that there's a list of objectives, so you know what this week we will cover. And when we open it, you will see 3 core things. Every week, 3 core things. Now each week I'll also provide a specific video announcement for that week's activities, so I'm not going to go into detail about what you're expected to do, but just how the course is organized. The very first thing you will see is the reading guide. Now, although the first week's reading isn't too heavy, other weeks it is fairly heavy. It's an accelerated course. And so I have provided you with essentially my notes for the reading. So between this and the videos, hopefully you'll be able to get the material. When you hit a concept that you're struggling with, that's when I think it's probably best to take out the textbook and read it in more detail. But I don't expect you to pore over the textbook in excruciating detail. All right, the next folder you will see are the videos and online resources. Now I've summarized all of the required resources, but within this folder you will also find some optional online resources. So I will indicate it's optional with this little word right here, optional. So again, a collection of videos as well as links to online readings. All right, getting back to this main page, the third folder you will see in every week is the learning activities. So these are the graded activities that you're expected to complete. When you click on this, you will see all of them listed. This will include the details of what's expected of you, as well as when things are expected to be submitted. And I will just briefly explain how to access your group's discussion boards. So you'll click here, and that will take you back to the same page where you found the introductions link. So over here is a link to the actual discussion forums for each group. So you are expected to post only within your designated group. You click on this and it will get you to your discussion board. Now if you've never used a discussion board, definitely watch the short how-to video on doing that because I won't be getting into detail on that here. Back to the learning materials folder. In each week's learning activities, you will find a weekly quiz. You have an hour to complete the multiple choice questions, and there are 2 attempts available, and the average of your 2 scores will be counted. But that does mean that if you're satisfied with your first score, you're certainly not expected or required to take it again. The next area I want to draw your attention to is this link to information about our Walk in Their Shoes project. For this, you are expected to select a particular mental health condition, and we're going to use first-person sources. So instead of using textbook kind of information, you'll be using kind of unconventional sources. In this project folder, you will find the guidelines for the project, links to resources that will be useful, as well as sample materials for all of the assignments and other useful resources. All right, the final thing that I want to draw your attention to is this course information board. This is a place that if you have a question, whether it's a question about an assignment, maybe there's material you don't understand, perhaps one of the links isn't working, you can post your information here. You are able to post anonymously if you feel more comfortable doing that. And another key thing is if you see that somebody has posed a question and you can answer that question, I encourage you to do so. All right, that is all I have for right now. Please do, if you have any questions, reach out to me or post it to this course information discussion board. I look forward to working with you. Bye-bye.